Hello there, and welcome to the Super 20p Arcade Challenge, where you can have as many goes as you want, but as soon as you press record, that's your run. We're playing Xain'd Sleena. Hopefully I said that right. And it's my responsibility to defend all of the planets against the Empire's invasion. That's one person in charge of looking after like 5 or 6 planets. Could I have some help here, please? Ignore damage gauge at the top. That is a very bad spelling. But then this is, of course, a game of Japanese heritage. This is from Technos Japan originally, with Taito releasing it out of Japan. But in some states, this was released by a company called Memetron, and they released it under the name of Solar Warrior. So yeah, it had a different name. Pretty much exactly the same, but apparently you couldn't select the order of the levels you play. You're just given a set order. Firmly wears its kind of, 70s sci-fi, it's manga, but mainly Star Wars references on its sleeve. If you're wondering quite how Star Warsy influenced it is, if you have a look at my thumbnail and look at the rock in that thumbnail, and you'll see it later on in the game actually, there's Jabba the Hutt, isn't it? But yeah, there's lots of lightsabers in it as well. Me being really bad and falling into a landmine, and it's really cool. And I think it might well be the first game to feature a double jump. I could be wrong. There are some people that have suggested this could well be it. If you can think of another game that came out before this in 1986 that had a double jump, then please let me know. It also had a home conversion, and to make things even more confusing, added another incredibly different name. This one being Soldier of Light, when it was released by Firebird. I mean, you can see why they didn't want to stick with Xain'd Sleena, because it sounds like a posh fellow who's stumbled onto the set of Love Island or something. But yes, that's that history there. Oh, and you can also crouch and lay down as well in this game, but please don't do that, because you see that timer at the top. It goes incredibly quickly, and you need to not mess about and need to sprint to the end, as I'm apparently on a moon of Saturn or something similar. But yeah, very tough game, very cool. There's power-ups like this gun here. This is the first level boss, who's, I would say, I mean, he's got lightsaber. He's not like incredibly like any character from Star Wars. He looks almost like one of the foot soldiers out of Turtles, doesn't he? But maybe a bit Boba Fett-y, I don't know, possibly. I'm probably reaching now. But yeah, that's him taken care of. And then the next bit of this game, after you put the bomb on there, is that you jump into the spaceship, and from there the game continues in the spaceship as you take to the thing, and it's a no transition as well, which is really cool. It's not a very good shoot 'em up, this bit, and I'm crap at it. I think the sprites are a bit too big, as opposed to sprites being small from your little main characters. But it's quite good fun. I definitely enjoyed playing this again, and I probably will, after this challenge is finished, go back and finish it. So yeah, if you want to take part in the challenge, please do. There's a Facebook group which I'll put a link to at the bottom, and you can join in and get to experience games such as this, which you might have played, which you might not have, but it will bring back some very good memories if you have played them. What else to discuss? Well, I'm not going to do general facts just yet, because I need to get to the deserty planet. But maybe I should talk more about the challenge. So yes, you can, as I say, you can have as many practice goes as you want, but as soon as you press record, that is your run. You have to then upload it onto the Facebook group, but you can choose a game which will then be put on a spinny wheel, and then if your game comes up, you can show off how good you are at it. So well worth a go. I mean, I think I was the first person to suggest this, but then a few other people followed suit when they went, oh, this game, because it's one of those. It's if you've played it, I think you'll probably like it. I'm not sure how well it's aged. I think it's pretty good. It's got some other cool stuff in it, like when you stand on like a sort of a slanty hill, it kind of slides down, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's a game that probably has become a bit forgotten in the depths of time, as my first credit goes. But I think I'd like to spark a revival in it. It's probably on one of those Evercade things. I don't know if Real Generic Demon can confirm that or not. Is it on one of those Evercade things? Is there a Technos pack with it on? Possibly. I don't know. It seems like an Evercade game. I can't believe they've got like Galco games on there, the Spanish software house. Those games are rope. But yeah, no, some of them are actually, but very European. What's bad about this game though, lots of slowdown, which to be honest I'm quite happy about in this bit, because it's bastard difficult. I mean, look at this. Look at me manoeuvring between these little bits. I don't think I could do that if it was running at a decent rate, to be honest, given the size of the spaceship. I like this as well because there's like this ship which I don't know if you can kill or not, but it's the last line of defence. So it reminds me a bit of Empire Strikes Back. They've got the blockade up, because after this he just goes, alright, you can stay there, see you later, bye, as he then heads off to the next planet. Do I expect people to get further than me on this? I firmly do. I think it's one of those that if you've got modicum of skill, you should get quite far in it. I'm going to go to the desert planet because it's got I know it's got 2 moons, not 2 suns, but this is the most overtly Star Wars one I've seen. It's very Tatooine, look at it. There's even like kind of Jawa-esque fellas in a minute as well. So yeah. But while we're on the desert planet, let us now go to the gentle facts of the week. And I might have covered these already, I can't remember. But let's talk about camels. So yes, camels. Camel mating rituals involve a distinctive sequence of behaviours, vocalisations, physical displays, and unique mating postures. That's mating postures, not mating postures, as I just said. Male camels go through a rutting period known as musth. Musth. That's M-U-S-T-H. Not related to Elon Musk, who goes through his own mating rituals of saying, I've got a lot of money, let me impregnate you, and you can have a legion of horrible children. Male camels also during this time will become very aggressive, and perhaps they get the hump, Just see? They'll also inflate their dewar, which is a pink inflatable sac in their throat, which protrudes from their mouth while blown up and will make them do like a gurgling or frothing sound, which will apparently attract a mate. That's usually when someone's taken like a narcotic that hasn't agreed with them. And I don't want to see any young ladies making love to people as they're waiting for an ambulance. It's too much. Don't be a female camel. Be a decent human being. A lady camel who is interested after this, admittedly, fascinating display, will bleat and sit in front of the male, presenting her rump for some sweaty rumpe-pumpe. She will also urinate in front of a suitor. Again, this is sounding very much like a Friday night out in one of my local clubs. She is only receptive for about 3 to 4 days, though, of a reproductive cycle, and copulation, impressively, can last up to 20 minutes. I mean, it's impressive when we look at other animals. With the male emptying his load multiple times during that period. So there you go. Yes, so that's your camel reproductive cycle as I fight a head and die at the same time. And there's Jabba the Hutt's rock head. And I'm going to do something really heroic here. Look, on my last life, I'm just going to jump into these fellas and die. Don't jump into people in this game. You can take quite a few bullets, but as soon as you bang into someone, you're pretty much dead. So what's coming up? What have I got coming up on the channel this week? South Park. Chef's Love Shack. So yeah, keep an eye out for that, and have a good week. Like, subscribe, and Kay, thanks, bye.